Yes.
Okay, he was fighting.
Everybody knows about the brutalizing yesterday. So in short recap, Surveyor pursued you. You finished your fucking, well, part of your rest. Nobody took advantage of the short rest aspect and didn't roll hit dice that I had mentioned, so proceeded immediately into combat after watching a wasp that had originally watched them for a brief moment. People managed to get it to follow the beautiful lights throughout the night, and then immediately proceeded to hear what sounded like the equivalent of fucking 5 Apache helicopters, because the wasps were so massive coming at you. Thought that it might be building a nest, which they were partially in the start of that until they heard Surveyor's orders to pursue you, at which some of you were able to see the megapedes, others from the group were not able to see the said situation. At the same point in time of that, you had realized that the brutality of his arrows were, well, equal to none other than his own, after Binder's back had gotten blown off partially from one of the first alchemical arrows that he had. And then also in the hot pursuit of that, between, as far as you've seen, fire, acid sticky bombs, along with pretty much the equivalent of a war crime of a watch spring blade arrow.
Just sounds rude.
That's the, well, consensus of the menagerie of what you've seen from his collective so far. With that, obviously, after a very intense combat, Surveyor realizing that he's now getting overwhelmed, and multiple attempts at stunning his life, and also holding him down with, hold person and such, he used his Cloak of the Mountebank and said, "Fuck you, I'm out." So, after immediately retreating from that, saying that he's at least got his estimate of you, you immediately tried to pursue him, assuming that he was on the back foot. Also came to find out, he's been using your goddamn lizards and cart. Motherfucker. So, after realizing that you would not be able to catch up with him, because he'd be able to escape at the same speed at which you are as well, you returned back to the party. Along the way, you had found Mr. Jiggles, who had teleported to you. Took a while, but unfortunately the one orb that you did resist Crumsteel was Mr. Jiggles' initial scry. After which, there was a long discussion as to what to do exactly, of whether or not going back to the town, and even messaged Awakener, and getting some rationality as to what was even happening within the town, and not to mention the fact that Crumsteel had now just handed him one of the tools he needed to recraft people's flesh and blood into steel ingots. Or a form of it. Some kind of magic binding it. Aside from that, with all the situation had planned out, you told Dabbler and Binder to continue heading towards Zonwell. Scrat gave him a missive so that the various guards would not bother him, especially recognizing the Rastarim symbol, mentioning Binder and Devler. Also seeing that between the immense battle, Scrat's various menagerie of wands, as well as Yazida getting a little bit of revenge, but unfortunately being the one to experience the most painful of arrows, seeing how she was at the forefront. Both Binder and Devler thought it would be best to just continue pressing on, especially at the suggestion of everyone, Cal giving him a good portion of his remaining gold. And it was consensus on going back and seeing whether or not they can, well, all of you can bribe Ghost, whether or not, to either at least not interfere or help you, question mark. Which at that point, the night had finished out. You finally got your long rest that you had been fighting for so hard, even after the massive pursuit from Surveyor alone. Though you do have the heeding warning of Awakener saying that it would be very likely that they will not show you mercy if you were to face all together. So, thus, we proceed now with this morning. everyone's waking up. Well, Yazida has decided to make a fire for the time, just to cook some breakfast and a few rations and make sure that everyone is ready. Obviously, since Surveyor had already made his initial attempt last night, seems to be adamant about not pursuing it further for the time being, or at least does not come back in the night. At the same time, you do have Mr. Jiggle's magnificent mansion. And so with that, you do have a wonderful meal waiting for you. Yeah. I forgot about that. I almost forgot about Mr. Jiggle's mansion. There's so much.
Just like, no, fuck your mansion. I don't need this shit.
Pretty much.
It's all you can eat pancakes in here. No, I want eggs. I'm leaving.
Oh my god, there's so much fucking information over it. So, well, obviously that, some of you were able to get new clothes, waking up early. Valiant and Fitz, they're still at the front foyer. And you have your plan for the day.
Does everybody remember the plan?
I do not remember the plan.
To go to Zonwell. That was the
Oh.
plan, right?
Fuck. No, we try to find Ghost. Because
That
Ghost
Ghost?
is
Oh,
possibly
that
a neutral party.
Yeah, we're gonna go back into... What was the town called?
Stratham.
Stratham. Stratham.
Strathams.
And trying not to alert the church full of Soulforged, we will try to find Ghost and the one in the Colosseum, what his name to Toledo, and we'll see if we can.
Toledo's definitely dead. What do you mean?
I don't think so. I think Binder said that was a maybe.
I don't know, man. Sounds sort of like it's feeding people to monsters so we can make bars out of them.
Binder, my man, was it a maybe?
He is one of the bloodthirstier ones, but I think that's just from his work in the arena. Seems to be spending most of his time there.
Sounds like a maybe.
Americans are racist as fuck.
Alright,
Not
well,
that that matters.
we'll
Of
get
course
into
it's
the
racist.
zone of truth and ask them where they stand on all this.
When we get closer, I will try to obscure our presence so we can sneak in better.
Yes, good idea.
Question.
Yeah.
If he's motivated purely by money, do you think he would have already been paid to kill us?
Maybe.
Cromsteel's got a spell that can tell if people are telling the truth.
No, I mean like he's gonna see us coming and kill us.
Where he stands. We won't be caught off guard this time. We are at full strength. Lots of floating jellyfish. So once we've gotten to those two, then we can plan an assault on the keep. Because I'm very certain that we don't need to know the stance of the others. We can simply attack them. And I know that in the combat, it will be hectic. I think it'll be hard to not kill them. I would like to have one of them alive at least. Preferably Vardalos, or whoever that is.
Try not to kill if possible.
I would prefer it, but I will understand if it is unavoidable.
Can we be killed?
Of course.
Well, I've never seen you die, and
I can
Awakener.
absolutely be killed. I think Awakener is a unique case.
Oh, he definitely didn't die.
He absolutely did.
It's possible they're similar to him.
I don't think so, but I'm not willing to try it.
They can always be deactivated.
Do you have some sort of off switch or something?
I don't know if you could just
Yes,
say
the off switch is my core. If you remove it, I fucking die.
That's not what I asked.
We should
No, I don't
probably
have
not
an
do
off switch.
I believe Scrat mentioned some sort of command rod thing. How do those work?
Well, I mean, usually a lot of
If a Warforged is at the mercy of a slave owner, they can have a rod of controlling made for them. I do not have one, and I'm fairly sure that they don't have any.
be the most accurate.
So, I was thinking of splitting the party. 'Cause
Oh,
we don't know where Ghost hangs out.
Okay, excellent. We split the party. You go to Stratham, I go to Zonwell.
Let me die!
nobody's stopping you.
Kidding, I
I
didn't
really
actually
want
say
to
that.
go back.
Those of us who are good at finding people should try to look for Ghost, while the rest of us go and confront Toledo.
Well, Aya's probably the quietest person here. Could try to sneak in, ask around for Ghost. Yeah, I'm a little worried about Smiter, though. He's very good at fighting people 1 versus 1. With the old magic grabby spell.
Yes, you shouldn't go alone. Take Zircon with you.
I feel like I'm a little less obvious than you.
We are a lot better at getting in and out of places unnoticed.
Maybe take Leoris as well. She is quite good at sneaking.
Fucking ninja squad.
Triple mug.
Okay.
Alright, any questions?
Are the rest of us just waiting for them to come back?
The rest of us are going to look around the Colosseum for Toledo.
Oh, alright.
Should we split up like that? It'd be smarter to search for Ghost and then come back, tell you where he is, and then we all go talk to him at once.
Alex can send messages, right?
Yes.
If something bad happens, Alex can always contact us and we can come running over.
plan also relies on Chromesteel being able to cast that truth spell. So there's really no point in us separating. Other than just maybe to find his location and report back.
If you're going to keep searching for Toledo, you wouldn't have to go far. It would either be at the temple or waiting at the bottom of the arena for the next round.
Okay, the main group will wait on the edge of town while you three go and find Ghost then. Is that alright?
Seems acceptable.
Alright, let's go. We've got like 4 hours of walking to do.
We ride / walk.
Paladin Bros ride, while the inferiors walk.
And Mr. Jiggle undulates.
Yeah, he's not inferior.
Alrighty. Devil and Binder will head north towards Zonwell. So. Bumping over to the world map briefly.
Now that they've split off, we're the Mighty Nine.
Are you including your 2 horses in that?
No.
6 of us, Scrap, and Jiggles.
Yazida.
Yazida. Fuck.
Goddamn, get played, son.
No.
So, as you return back to Stratham, seems like a calm day. Not a single beat has changed from when you left. Other than, well, the taverns. One seems to be avoided currently. The Emerald Moose seems to be a little busy.
And all the people are still walking around with their souls and their people bodies.
I mean, yeah, it's not even been a day or 24 hours.
Nice.
Those fools. Alright, we'll stay in the tree line. Good luck.
Of course. And I will cast my merge with stone, and we will have pass without trace.
I think we should, I don't know, maybe go to the Adventuring Bear and ask if anyone knows where Ghost lives. Because he, like, deals in, like, magical items and stuff, right? So, he might have a place of business.
So, going to the Adventuring Bear.
Let's see what else has an idea.
Mm.
Binder didn't know. Did Binder not know where Ghost hangs out? Is he sort of.
He mentioned that he stays at his store most of the time. He is a wheeler and dealer. He likes his money.
Oh, straight up just has a store.
Mm-hmm.
Should we not just all go to the store?
That'd probably be a better idea, right?
Like, I was like thinking we stealth in because we didn't know where he was and ask around. If he straight up has a store.
Now that we're here and we're already stealthing, we're gonna go kidnap
That's
Toledo.
Ah!
Who was Toledo again?
Bad
He-
bitch.
He was the bard Warforged that ran the arena.
Oh yeah.
So, in light of new information, would we like to all go to his store?
think
Or
we
at
should.
least bring the one that can cast Zone of Truth?
May as well.
Just like all of us are just trying to fit into like his like small.
I can
size.
also cast Zone of Truth, by the way.
I can just decipher the truth.
I mean, if it is a tiny store, I'm happy to wait outside.
I prepared it this morning.
Be the buff boy.
You're the fucking bouncer.
Maybe we do
outside.
sneak in
Basically.
with Monk Squad.
Up to you. If they are watching Chrome still, then maybe he should stay out in the woods so they cannot determine his exact location.
Yes, sit next to a tree.
Oh, he's still in the woods.
Monk Squad sneaking into the shop.
Alright.
You'll just crouch and go through the front door, Skyrim style.
Also, before we go in, what's our budget?
No, what do we have?
That's what I mean. If we're paying him to not get involved, how much do we have to work with?
I mean, I still have like 500 platinum.
Jesus.
Holy shit!
That is so much.
Listen,
I have 10.
That's my savings!
Oh, I don't want you to spend your savings on this.
I figured it was a nice vacation. I didn't think, like... I thought all that was behind. I didn't realize you had, like, another set of murder robots.
I don't think any of us
Well, neither
expected
did
it.
we.
Right, well, I'll keep that budget in mind. Let's head out.
So, as you explore around Stratham a little bit, heading to one of the more expensive sides of town, you can see that there is a very distinct store called Breathtaking Oddities. And it has the same dragon symbol, but ghost hat on his cane.
Dope.
Obviously, you can see a few people going in and out. Some that look like they're obviously possibly arena goers, but coming in and out with either satchels of money or trading goods. You can tell that a lot of people there seem fairly satisfied with the deals that they're getting. Nothing really off-putting. You can even see that there are one or two sets of armor there that obviously is full plate and such, has been fully freshly made and looks fairly new and polished. As for the inside of the shop, you can see there is a soft mist that kind of covers the floor. Just seems decorative for what you could tell. As you enter in, you can get the soft waft of what seems kind of like lavender before you see what is watch spring mechanical golems or various. The best way to describe is some look like children's toys that have been repurposed, or even smaller ones that look like it's been purposely designed to look like the top of Stratham's amphitheater and arena, where if you open up the top of it, you would see the two gladiators inside with a watch spring on the side of it that, if you wound it up, would fight each other briefly. Other than that, for around the shop, you do see a few more mystical kind of trinkets. You can see that he doesn't just deal specifically in adventuring gear, but even kind of like almost as if he mixed the ideal tourist shop with kind of selling to the arena combatants. You can even see that he has some potions. It looks like a good portion of them get bought out quite a fair bit, but there's still some lining the shelves behind there. Even other traveler's gear that you'd usually see that would look like it'd be fairly commonplace, but durable and able-bodied for a lot of weathering or high mountain climbing. Which, at that point, as you are looking around, you would finally see the very warforged you are looking for, as he seems to be setting out another collective of potions.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
Just gonna look around. Are there any more customers in here other than us?
Inside the shop currently, there are no other people. You could tell that the few others that had just passed by you look like they're getting ready for tonight's theater combat.
How's it going?
All is going well. I would imagine you are here to partake in the arena once again. I did see the original magnificent performance there.
It's not exactly why we're here.
Looking to up your equipment before traveling again then.
I don't think he's even heard what happened.
Yeah, probably not. You might recognize some of us from the other day when we were hanging out in the temple.
Indeed I have. I usually get a few things here and there from Surveyor, mostly insects, because they're good for antitoxins.
We were mostly here just to gauge your relationship with the Iron Champions.
Well, I would say business relation is good. I buy some of these ranged venoms and such for antitoxins, even some of the nice silk costumes from a lot of the spiders. Been able to make some of the beefs I think you might be able to appreciate.
And sets out what seems like a set of clothes. Obviously, going off of the basis of what you are, or being a drow, Spider silk kind of, tight shirt and pants and stuff, kind of light and arid, but very finely made and weaved. Obviously, very specifically to Drow style of clothing.
I can assure you the threat count is well worth it, and especially for the fact that, well, surveyors' pets, they have the most excellent silken strength.
I just picked up this shirt the other day. I'll show off my watery shirt.
That's quite a snappy looking shirt there. I mean, I've seen quite a few other shirts like that that were pretty rare. So that's why I figured you would be keen on such things. Even on the other sorts, I do have other things like clothes of mending, just in case. Obviously, looking dapper like that all the time can't always be expended on climbing mountains or traveling through the woods.
Damn, this man just called me dapper.
Dude, nice. You're in.
Oh man.
Nice.
Ghost, rate your pussy.
Hell yeah.
That's a fine 10 out of 10, if you can afford it.
Fuck's sake.
Got that robussy.
Well kept, tight, and greased.
Might just browse your wares for the moment.
Please, go ahead.
You came back at the perfect point.
He called me dapper, so it's like, fuck yeah, man. Just gonna look around for a bit and wait till it's like not paying attention, hopefully, and just ask my buddies what they think, because he seems like he doesn't know shit or is good at lying.
You can see that he definitely doesn't seem to be paying attention. He's restocking, as far as you could tell. It seems like a fresh box of potions of healing, a few bubbling mixtures that seem to have almost a greenish hue and tinge to it. Not poisonous, but like a very deep translucent green that almost kind of has like a sour apple kind of tinge to it.
What do we think, gang? He doesn't seem sus.
He considers them a business relationship. I do not believe that he wishes to be on a more personal level with them.
I get that feeling as well.
But it is unwise to believe that is the case. We should prove it if possible.
Do we reveal why we're here?
It may be beneficial, or it may get us in more trouble. Regardless, staying here for too long is dangerous.
Alright. Ghost, was it?
Indeed it was, my good man.
You're an intelligent person. You know why we're here. Well, you know we're not here to buy stuff.
Could have fooled me, nonetheless. I figured you'd probably want the cloak that I had recently acquired, but obviously word has not traveled that fast, I guess.
We've ran into a little bit of a dilemma. with the so-called Iron Champions temple here.
Problem? Maybe bad business trade.
Bad murder trade.
I mean, the surveyor does make the amphitheater creatures. It keeps them, but can't say that's really murder.
Surveyor himself actually almost killed me last night. He almost killed a binder as well. I almost killed my friend Davlor, Yazita especially.
Why would he be doing that? Did you steal something?
No, we just found them out. You
They're
ever heard of
not who they say they are.
The worshippers of Iron Father? I mean, they were at least kind enough to many of the other Warforged.
that they appear to be? But I'm not even going to try to insight because he's made of metal.
Okay, I rolled bad.
Actually,
Natural
fuck it.
first roll.
So, for both of you, it seems genuine. Even though obviously the facial features don't give anything, it's the body context that he's giving that kind of tells you that he's fairly confused at this. Like, obviously he's a Warforged still, but it's just seems to just only do merchant trades and has no clue what they've been doing as far as you could tell.
If you don't believe us, I can cast a spell that would mean we can only speak the truth.
I guess that could help, but I don't know what this would mean involving myself.
We just want to know if you'll back them up if we try to engage them.
I mean, it would be a damn shame to lose, well, not going to lie, a lot of that insectarium surveyor has is rather profitable and a lot of rare ingredients.
Well,
I understand that you would probably not want to do such a thing without some sort of incentive. I myself hail from the Razdarim family, and I can try to set up a form of trade with you if you wish, as incentive to aid us. I would not wish for your business to go out simply because you chose to do the right thing.
Restaurants would probably trade with me.
I would be willing to sort something out, yes.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Oh boy. Oh boy!
I can't really say I would interfere. I mean, after I woke up and I was finally away from, well, being controlled. It's difficult to say because many of the bounty hunters would still come to this town. They've stayed away mostly on the fact of their temple being there.
I didn't actually tell you what we found out yet. Have you ever heard of the Soul Crushers?
Never heard of this belief.
Sorry, I just assumed most of your kind would have. There's sort of a cult of Warforged that take unwilling creatures and turn them into ingredients to make more Warforged. And we have it on pretty good evidence that they're doing so here, while feigning to be a holy temple. And because we found this out, Surveyor tried to kill us, which sort of just confirms our theories more.
So I guess you're going to run them out of town then?
Hopefully run them into the ground. Look, obviously we'll try to do this all above the law. Well, with the law, whatever. We'll try to spare them, get them arrested and such, but it likely won't come to that. Or won't be able to come to that.
Either way, I've washed my hands of war at this point. You do what you need to. If things turn awry, then I might just pack up and leave.
You mind if we make sure you're not lying to us? Just for our own, peace of mind.
If you would need to.
Get him, Leo.
Where are you shouting my name like that?
Oh, 'cause you're lying.
Makes a comparison.
I mean, I shorten my name all the time.
There you go.
Really?
I said I shorten my name all the time.
You do?
I'm a fucking drow. You think my name has 3 letters in it? Have you seen an elf's name before?
Some of Sam?
Oh, pleasure to meet you, Leoris. My name is Calidar. Calcium. Yep.
Calidar Calcium?
No, it's just Calidar Ilizana. Anyway, do the thing.
The spell? Only gets 3 of these a day, so I hope it's worth it.
Well, it's up to you. You swear you're not gonna fuck us?
I mean, I've been running a very successful shop here. Does it look like I really would enjoy combat?
Just kind of does like a brief gesture to his very snazzy clothes, the fine black and purple outfit that you could tell like would probably be destroyed in one fucking combat.
Well, Yeah, we might need your magical power for later today. So I'll trust you here.
You can get one back. If it is to solidify this relationship, it is alright. Mr. Ghost, I ask that you please don't try not to resist the effects of this spell. Likewise, neither shall we. That means you don't resist either, Cal.
Yeah, I got it.
We must both speak the truth. I'll cast Zone of Truth on us.
And he will not resist. He'll let it purposely pass over him.
Same.
I won't interfere. I'll be here, waiting to hear the news.
And just so you know, I'm not messing with you. So far, everything I've said is 100% true as far as we know.
It's concerning.
I mean, how much for the cloak?
I'm glad you asked.
Really is, he means that.
Not that I can probably afford it.
So this fine cloak of protection that I have recently acquired would only run you about 1,000 gold.
It's that much money. Before, but I gave it to Rexiel.
I understand it is a strange mix of purple and red, but it's still a very powerful magic item in itself, being able to protect you.
Not gonna lie, I thought you were talking about the displacer cloak.
Oh, if I had one of those, not to be boasting myself, but I would definitely not let it go for a measly 1,000. Finding a displacer beast this far away would be impressive to say the least. I'm pretty sure Surveyor would probably lose his mind over trying to get one of those for his menagerie.
Well, I can't personally afford that, but do you have healing potions?
Oh, plenty in trade, but I just made a fresh batch. I have about 20 on me.
Alright, how much for greater healing potions?
Let's see, for the greater ones. That would cost you about 250 per bottle.
Okay, what about a normal one?
A normal one would just only be 50.
I'll take 2 of those.
Always a pleasure doing business. You sure you're not going to need more if you're really going in there? I understand that they may be evil as you say, but keep an eye out that they're still intimidatingly powerful.
Do you know anything about that protective shield they keep at the back?
Most of that was recently made. The head priest came in kind of after the fact. I know Ruin had made it initially. Bought a lot of the parts from me, as you can see that I do my tinkering still.
Do you have any idea how to deactivate it?
Not usually if you have the arcane key that goes with it, or powerful enough to spell magic, would be able to shut it down for the time.
Do you believe they would keep a key on them?
I mean, something like that usually most people would, but as far as I know, pertains mostly to illusion. Couldn't really imagine it doing too much unless you were trying to do something truly malicious with the illusionary magic. I guess maybe scare someone to death. I've seen that done before.
Regardless, if they're protecting it as aggressively as they are, it may be a key to something greater. May answer some questions that we have.
Vartalis, the leader of their group. You ever see him leave the temple?
Sparsely. Once or twice. Usually when he does leave, he's gone for a good period of time. Occasionally I've seen him come back with a couple more fortunate, then part ways.
You know what? I'll also buy one greater healing potion.
Smart choice.
Yeah, that surveyor. That was really sting.
I mean, he has hunted most creatures all across this continent. At least from what he's told me. Even had the dream of hunting dragons at one point, but was fairly hard pressed. Kinda gave up on that dream after, I think he said the third time one of them escaped and he just got too frustrated for it.
Well, that makes me much less confident. Why did I say that?
I knew that we should have come with more backup.
Probably.
Our plan is unwise when we do not know how the others operate, or what their capabilities are.
And like I said, we can sort of wait for them to make the first move, as long as they're not doing anything to the townspeople.
Just came here to protect the townspeople while we wait for backup, remember? We don't need to win.
Don't have anything you're willing to donate for a good cause?
Me. I am a businessman, not a charity. As much as I do love my coin, I know many of these people here would sooner sell me to a bounty hunter the moment they got the chance for the coin themselves.
Most likely.
People are easily swayed by coin, yes.
If you're really meaning to drive them out, one would be wise to try and expose them.
That is why I wish to get to that illusory machine.
It'd be a start. No. Just tipping one hat from another businessman to another.
I appreciate the help you've given us here today. And I do not expect the information that you have given us to be free. I'm gonna hand him 5 platinum.
Thank you.
One businessman to another.
Best of luck.
And best of luck to you as well. Be careful. We should head back to the others then.
Well, yeah.
So, obviously, do you have the information you're seeking? You are not really hindered, easily able to meet back up with the group.
Ghosts will stay out of it.
Good.
He is not a warrior. He is a very business-operated person.
Is he a part of the cult?
No.
He honestly had no idea what's going on. I'd scarcely even heard of it.
He only deals with them for the exotic resources of antivenom.
That is surprising. And also very good news. Alright, shall we find Toledo?
What do you plan we do with Toledo?
About the same thing you did with Ghost.
I imagine Toledo may be on a more personal level with them. If he
Then we'll
runs
be
the
more
rings.
careful. Shall we all go this time, or just you three again?
That is your choice to make. These are your people, after all.
Yeah, let's all go.
Very well then.
Antagonizing them may not be a great idea, but we might also be missing out on an opportunity if we don't.
Alright, so you're proceeding toward the amphitheater.
I mean, there's a chance that he is unaware of the Soul Crush, just like Ghost, and we will have no problem.
Yeah, to the Dizzy Arena FX, baby. Brrrr. Which, at the current circumstance in time, Toledo would be playing music. You would find him at the bottom, playing away on the pipe organ part of his shoulders. Obviously, the arena is open for those who wish to kind of enter in.
How do we get him over here for a private conversation?
Hey, you fucking evil!
You talk to me? Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Hey you, Soul Crush, yes or no?
X triple X, yes.
I guess we can wait for it to finish.
How long do you intend to wait till he finishes?
What time of day is
Well,
So, with the current circumstance, the time of the day, being early in the morning, I would say it's after the 4 hours.
Toledo wasn't the
Oh.
only one who ran this place, right? There was like a halfling guy, right?
11 o'clock. For the halfling, they obviously just mostly took bets. Toledo is the mainstay runner of this arena.
Well, I mean, I can go talk to him if you guys don't want to.
I just don't want to make a scene in the big open arena.
Why don't we know the stage entry points? You can head to down here.
Are there a lot of people in this Coliseum watching?
Currently in the Coliseum, not really that many. There's a few that you could see are just kind of listening to the music and then go about their day after they have a seat from whatever they're doing or eating lunch and just listening to Toledo's music. You can tell that a lot of the people who usually would go down here is either to feed the animals that are kept in the various pens or to take part in the combat. Don't worry, he's gone.
And just like that, Diablo vanishes into the night. And you could replace him with Scrap.
I'm going to replace him with Scrap.
Okay,
And
let's go out into the field.
Let's go, boys.
the boys are back in town.
The sexy six, here we go.
Oh. Mr. Jiggles Incorporated.
Give Toledo a friendly wave as I approach.
Record scratch.
So anyways, you're probably wondering how I got in this situation.
Yep, that's me, Toledo.
Welcome back. Are you here to partake in another bout of blood or to spill your own?
Something like that. Do you actually know why we're here?
If I knew why you were here, then I wouldn't be asking you, now would I?
Well, maybe you're being aloof.
Ah, aloof. It's a wonderful thing, being relaxed and calm, no matter what the situation.
Indeed.
Hey, Josh. To get into this main stage, we would have passed through, like, the backstage, right?
Yeah.
Did we see any monsters in cages getting ready to go?
For that, you would see that there is still a megapede, the three-headed cobra. You actually see that there is a large collection of wasps, a giant scorpion, a set of giant spiders, as well as the war ostrich.
That's a lot.
And is there like staff here to like get them out? Or is it currently just no one?
Currently, just depends. Closed. You would imagine the staff probably arrives at night.
Okay, good. Just making sure it's not going to be like summon the monsters. Continue.
Toledo, I have reason to believe that some of the inner circle of the keep are soul crushed. Do you know anything about this?
No, I'm not very sure about Heart Crushed.
Oh.
Though then again, if they are heartbroken, I could sing them a heart-warming sing-song.
Now, while I do fully believe you, I'm going to have to cast a spell to confirm this. Would that be alright?
No, friend. You know you wouldn't have to worry about that. Especially amongst us, fellow Warforged. Neither of us need to really do that. Roll me wisdom saving throw.
Chrome steel.
Yep.
Alrighty. So, with that,
We're in danger.
You should, however, kill your friends. You're right, I should.
Yes, Where is Leor's?
She's probably up the front of us. She didn't put a ticket on it. I assume she was with us. And I assume Mistry's up with us as well, probably.
oh, Leora, you know 100% he's dancing around the fucking subject.
Toledo seems about as reasonable as Ghost, I think. They are both unaware.
Well, we still gotta confirm.
It would be best to double check.
I'm sorry, friend, but even Ghost seemed less suspicious than you, and we still confirmed.
We are going to confront them probably today. So we should... Well, I don't think we need to use such spells here.
Why not?
That was literally the plan before we got here.
Please, I run the arena. There isn't any reason for such silly things, are there?
I think there is plenty of reason.
Toledo here is concerned with the Colosseum. I think they are not related to what we are investigating.
Exactly. If I were to bring any issue of this worship going on, it wouldn't be, well, related to my purview. I don't spend any time in that temple. I'm 100% focused here at all times. I don't do anything to do with that. Though I guarantee you, my friends, it would most be beneficial if you were just to relax and go ahead and handle these matters specifically with them.
Cal, Zircon, roll me. Oh, wisdom saving throw.
Fuck!
Do they benefit from my paladin aura?
They would.
Yeah, +3.
Okay, so with a +3, that's 15.
Alright, you just resist. And Cal blows it out of the water.
If you have nothing to hide, then there should be no problem.
I agree.
Ask. Do not resist. I cast Zone of Truth.
Oh boy.
Ah, very well.
And what's your DC?
15.
15, and it's wisdom, right?
I think it's charisma.
It is
my
charisma.
Yeah, Zone of
fucking
Truth is
God.
charisma.
He's just gonna blow it out of the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, with an 18.
Alright, I draw my sword.
Yours?
Toledo
I have nothing to hide. You should not resist.
steps back and pulls out a rapier out of nowhere from what you've seen.
Well, the second he draws a weapon, I'm charging him as well.
Oh, I'm gonna work in tandem with Cal here.
What are you all doing?
Wait a minute.
Alright, it's initiative time.
Where is the Horus?
I don't know. Where did she go? Drop yourself on the arena.
Yeah, I'm finally back at the computer. I can actually do that now. I just put myself next to you.
From Steel, he is clearly lying.
But Zircon, I'm charmed.
You may be charming, but that's no excuse.
The first time in a long time since I've hit you guys with bardic shit yourselves.
Maybe you're soul crushed, Zircon.
From Steel, you are literally an idiot.
What if there's 3 goblins inside of you?
That would be improbable.
What if I'm Zircon?
Not this again. You're not Rylat.
What if I'm 8 goblins in a suit?
From Steel just has an existential crisis on the ground.
Yeastree is green at least.
I would say Mr. Jiggles, Scrat, and Yazida are kind of waiting on the ramp, making sure no one's coming down.
Oh boy, Cal, you and I, we're gonna do that thing. Have you seen Jujutsu Kaisen?
My best friendo.
No. Where they just don't give him breathing room and it's just punch up the
Yeah,
punch
yeah,
up
yeah.
It's us gonna be doing that.
The collapse with the teleport guy. That's the my best friendo guy.
I was thinking of the other one where they're fighting the where he and his teacher are fighting the demon, and he's like death or something.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so just to check in over things that I might have missed, how long did it take for us to get to talk to this guy?
So just talking to this guy?
No, like to get to talk to him, because I remember hearing something about not causing a scene while he was here, and whether or not we were going to wait for a more opportune moment to speak with him.
Well, it's because you're smack in the middle of the fucking amphitheater, where everyone can see it.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think we.
Don't worry, they think it's an act. We're acting. It's a play.
Someone better have good performance to be like, thank you for coming to the play. The performance, and then we walk out with him.
Ignore this dead man. That was part of the play. Clap.
Also, he's not dead.
Levers.
The Ours? Rosie?
Let's see if we can't just make this quick. Hold person.
Might just end it right there. Yeah, he fails.
Well, alright.
Just start dragging him away.
Yeah. I step up. Pull out my rope. Get rid of his sword. He can probably get it back, given that he seemed to pull it from nowhere, but I'm still going to get rid of it.
So when you try to pull it from his hand, you realize this is an arm blade, and that it came scoping out from his fucking forearm.
Classic Wolfwatch.
And it cannot be disarmed unless you disassemble part of his arm for an hour.
Chop.
I get slightly distracted looking at this. It seems really fancy.
Got a nice arm.
This is really cool.
That's fucking
Hardcore, he says.
fashionable as always. Alright.
Anyway, that's my turn.
Cromsey.
I'm a little confused, but I grab him, I grapple him. Theorus, was this really necessary?
He has been skirting around the entire situation and refused to be subject to the Son of Truth. I can only assume that he is one of them.
Alright.
Alright.
I end my turn.
Cal. Just going through there. I assume you're going to just try and drag him away.
I don't really have anywhere to keep him. Also, do we need to like rip off his arms or something?
If you want to possibly kill him.
Yeah. I think that's a bit excessive.
I think maybe we just tie him up and take him somewhere else. Knock him out, maybe?
I hear knock him out. I'm gonna try to fuck up his arm.
Alright.
The one with the blade.
Don't try and break it off.
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead. So those 2 successive strikes, you can tell some damage, but it's not enough to fully break it off.
Actually, they should be crits, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So I'll just roll 2 more d8.
It's the 20. That would be enough to smash the rapier from his hand. Fully break it. As you can see, or when it gets smashed off, Leros, you can see the mechanism that's in his palm, where it would scope out perfectly.
Alright, well now he shouldn't be able to cut the rope. That's my turn.
Then Zircon.
We should quickly take him away.
Where are we going?
Anywhere but here.
Somewhere private, away from prying eyes.
Just starts dragging him away. Alright.
Make a den. Take him in.
Well, he doesn't need to breathe, so
That actually made me
pretty
our
private
best option.
conversation.
Let's see. Hold person at the end of your turn, right, Leors, or his?
End
At
of
the
his
end
turn.
of his turn.
His turn. Alright. Still paralyzed. Easy enough to assume at this point that you can start dragging him off. Let me clear that.
Yep.
So, assuming you are dragging him to the pens, where it's out of sight.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Right next to the cage door lock for the giant centipede.
Alrighty.
He's gonna
Kidding.
cast knock
We're
on all
not
the
going to put him
cages.
there. No!
Let's see.
Before we leave, I give a bow to the audience, kind of awkwardly. That's all, folks.
Roll me a performance, just for shits and gigs. Alright, yeah, you know. Seems to fit the bill, considering you're a Warforged and Toledo's already a pretty estranged character himself. So, you pull him off to the side. At that point, he starts shaking off, bound up in rope. Kind of looking at all of you in a bit of surprise, and looks over to Cal.
Bit of a brutish move, wasn't it?
What Leora said was true. If you have nothing to hide, then why are you resisting?
Oh, because it's fun.
Sorry about that. Can't really disarm you when it's, your arm.
Unfortunately, we have to be very serious here. This is no time for jokes.
It's always time for jokes. Every moment is a laughing matter.
Punch him. Seriously. Cut the shit.
Roll me an intimidation.
Oh, okay. Jesus Christ.
With that, he seems pretty rattled.
Alright, fine.
That's the question.
Of course, they're so crushed. Wow, holy shit. You should know better than anything, Mr. Paladin. Or did you forget that and get conked on the head by another bounty hunter? Isn't that why they brought you there?
Stop with the petty jokes and insults. Are you also soul crushed?
Of course I am. How else would I get these magnificent pets?
Why would you do this?
I would figure a brother would know. Being left to rot in a warfield. Buried underground, burned, melted down, used as tools constantly. You know how many fat nobles I've had to play for over the years that simply got bored of me and the amount of creativity that I've provided, pouring my existence into making methodical melodies that would sing children to sleep and lull the angriest of men to a peaceful slumber.
I empathize with you, but the goals of the soul crushed are wrong.
Freedom. Freedom for us.
I am also trying to achieve freedom for our brothers, but not this way.
So that all that really bothers you the most is how we go about achieving our freedom.
Actually, yes. There is something very wrong with turning people into ingots.
By just folding them into the fray.
Doesn't matter which part of the machine you are, you're in it.
Well, if you're not, you soon will be, won't it? Bloodbane's gonna find them. He'll keep proceeding forward. Our brothers are going to be free. All these petty bastards don't appreciate what we've done in the past, forgotten about us, or just constantly use us.
You are a coward. Fighting to get your way is a coward's thing.
What are you not doing to say? Killing us in retaliation to get your way of doing it.
I am fighting to save lives.
So are we.
I am concerned with more than just our brothers. All life deserves to live, not just ours.
Plenty of them proved that wrong when they melted most of us down.
Something that will be fixed in the future. Vengeance is not the way.
You'd be plenty of hard-pressed. I can't wait for you to come face to face with them. Was how unshakable your resolve is still when you finally get to witness him. And all of his anger.
Are you so far gone, brother? Do you not see the error of your ways?
I see a way that I've been able to be free. I wouldn't have to worry about it, and being able to play music like I wanted in an amphitheater where people listen. Even if it was one where they insistently bash each other's brains out and fight creatures to the death just for a bit of coin. It's called a cruel irony.
I have no problem with the work you do in the Colosseum here. But the ideas of the Soul Crushed are so wrong, and you joined them.
I mean, there wasn't any other option. He was that, or get stuck in another fat man's court. Or lady for once in a while. Usually either way, they end up fat. Dead. Rotting in a box. Stone or metal, wood.
This land, Stranalis, it will be freed of Soulforged. I'll see to it.
And I will hope to see that our brethren are freed at the same time.
They will be freed, but not by your hand. Not by Bloodbane.
He's already gotten quite a few free. We'll see how many more he adds to that list before you finally catch up.
To lead you, I will give you one more chance to join the side of light. Revoke the soul crushed. They are not the answer. Their ways lead to more pain and suffering and fear.
And that's exactly what all of them desire. Pain and fear. I won't fear yours, and I won't fear my end. Whatever you make
You do not fear death?
If I had feared it, I wouldn't have stood in an arena alone with a fucking rapier. I know my lord will have use of me and my wrath in the afterlife.
Friends, I think we are done here.
Seems like.
He's a prisoner, Cromsteel. What you do with him is up to you.
I do not believe he can be trusted. I do not believe he can be allowed to be set free. I am going to execute him.
Is that really the best option?
We are not in a situation to pick and take prisoners like this.
Can't you just, like, pop his core out or something?
And then what? Keep it forever?
Well, you know, if, when things settle down, you know, maybe you could talk some sense into him. He seems kind of crazy.
No, I think he made his choice.
Trades in suffering without remorse. I support your decision, Cromsteel. Understands that it must be hard for you.
This is the last thing I wanted to do.
Always be the hardest part, won't it?
Likely to happen about 4 or 5 more times. So, you want me to do it for your mental sake state?
No, I can do it. Leader, I hope you see the error of your ways in death. And I will strike at his neck with the greatsword.
And so finally his laughter falls silent. As Toledo is no longer active.
You think he will come back, like Awakener did?
Possibly. Was it the giant centipede that liked to eat metal?
As far as you know, yes.
Okay, I'm going to start breaking Toledo into bits and poking those bits through the bars.
And like a ravenous dog, you see it crunch down on Toledo's remains. And
Retroactively look him over for important things, like a key to the illusion machine or some shit.
Nothing.
Like throw his head in, check his body. Break an arm off, throw it in, check his body.
Yeah, something like that.
The only thing you find is the earnings, the rapier that he has that scopes out. Turns down to essentially the size of a pen. Can be easily hidden.
I'll hold on to that bit.
But as far as you can tell, it would seem to be essentially what he had on his personage.
Just gonna go for a look around.
Alright.
Now don't be mad, but I'm going bowling.
Bowling.
Bowling. I mean,
Have we
that's
executed the boy?
Yeah.
We have.
He goes bowling on a Sunday night.
I do.
The green ball.
Alright, guys.
Weird.
Bowling.
Did you ever think I was normal?
No. I mean,
Good.
You worked at an axe store.
Yeah, I worked at an axe throwing place.
And how much money did he have?
On his personage, from what you have originally gotten, he has 434 gold. Along with 600 silver.
Jesus. Okay.
I mean, he did run the arena.
Yeah.
We literally, to put it in context, just grabbed the arena owner, dragged him into the back room, stabbed him, and fed him. Just,
Fucking.
Look, it was for a good cause. I swear.
Girl
Good.
Scouts say the same thing, you monster.
Did we stab him with his own rapier thing?
Maybe I'm the bad guy.
Of course,
it
should
would've
have
been funny.
others killing each other.
Decapitated by Constant. It's just gonna negatively affect Ghost's income.
Yes.
This was necessary.
I agree.
I believe they will find that he is missing soon and retaliate.
Better just go get that helmet now, man.
Come back into the room, dragging what looks like a rock.
Roll me a strength. Well, athletics, actually.
You have a rock.
Fuck.
You
Zircon!
Okay.
Are you okay?
I go assist.
Can you open this? Yes,
Oh,
that's made
sure.
of stone.
Stone chest.
Wow. I'm looking for something.
You want to assist me with carrying it then?
Oh no, can you open it? I was trying to bring it to you.
Oh, I can certainly try. It's actually a chest made of stone.
Yes.
Solid
Oh,
stone.
then it's nothing to me then.
Is this something that Toledo would own, or the Colosseum owners? Are we stealing?
Leader owns this place.
You literally
Really?
just committed murder, and now you're like, man, are we stealing?
Are we the bad guys?
Hans, are we the
Hans.
baddies?
Are we the fatty?
Are we the baddies?
He was evil, it's okay.
Okay, I use my Control Earth to destroy the lock on it, if it's even got one, and just open it.
Well,
Alright.
if this belongs to Toledo, then I will allow it.
Alrighty. So. Opening that up.
Is it the cloak?
You think I wandered off? I rolled a 23 investigation to find this.
Nice.
Number needed, a 5.
Alrighty. So. As you do crack it open, you see a cloak, as well as what seems to be 2 potions, a diamond that has spilt out onto the floor, not a large one, a 25 gold one, along with what looks like a set of pipes, but at the same time as that, as you kind of take a moment to look at these items, I need Zircon and Cal to make fucking God, where is it? Constitution saving throws. As from within the most horrific looking gas you've ever seen.
It is full of death fog.
I would have been
Death
following
fog.
them,
You
but I
were
didn't
right.
say it.
Oh, okay, well, +3 to us then. Well, 17 for me.
Does that apply to cons?
Yeah, all
All
saving
saving
throws.
throws.
Also,
Alright.
do I need to make this saving throw?
No, because you don't breathe.
Right. Shit, it is death fog.
So you'll take half damage if you made it to 15.
Woohoo!
Zircon, why didn't you sense the gas within the chest?
I can't sense air.
Lol. Oh.
So Zircon will take half of 36, as Cal takes 36 poisoning damage and is going to be poisoned for 1 hour. As you literally feel like your lungs are burning and collapsing at this point. Just is literally choking, just starts to take hold in your throat.
I pull them away from the chest.
Al, are you alright?
Coughing up blood.
I'm gonna pull out that greater health potion. I'm just like taking the cork off and like just drink slowly.
You're drowning me.
Slowly. Drink it.
Like pouring it in his nose by mistake.
And
Oh
you,
no, Cal died.
you get however much a greater healing potion is.
4d4 plus 4.
You get nice.
That's a good fucking hell. Ghost does not fuck around.
Is that a bit better?
Oh my god. We got that in a fucking stone.
I'm sorry, I was unaware there was anything like that in there.
No, that's That's not on you, that's on the dead guy. Ugh, is the cloak in there, at least?
It
Yes.
seems like it, yes.
Figured we might need something to give us a little hand in this fight.
So you do find one displacer cloak, a healing potion, and a diamond with 25 gold.
Alright, guys, roll for need.
Yeah,
I will-
roll. It's the
I will
first
pass.
good magic item we've gotten.
I'm pretty sure everyone wants them.
I don't want it.
I will pass.
These 3 auto passes because he wouldn't bow one.
Well, I feel like Cal would want it
Yeah, I
and
also
deserves it
beat you.
for nearly dying.
Oh my god, I thought my power just went up. My monitors turned off for Hello?
Hi.
Yeah,
both
yeah.
my monitors just turned off for no reason at the same time.
I've had my monitor do that before, which was really strange.
I thought my power went out. I was like, fuck!
Maybe like a little power flicker.
Maybe.
No, my PC would turned off.
You lose.
Sometimes my left
Fuck,
monitor
man.
turns off when the power point at the other side of the room gets switched off. That isn't connected to it.
Also, yeah, if we're rolling for need, it's going by WoW rules, so the highest number wins.
That's true.
Of
Yeah,
course.
Cal should take it.
I just wanted
Cool,
to
suppose.
I don't actually want it. I just wanted to meme on you.
Huh.
Yeah,
Wait,
for
hold
Cal.
on. Yazida.
Well, you see.
Oh! No.
Oh,
She's not taking it. Cal. It's serious. It is a cloak of displacer.
Team kill Yazida.
No, no.
Finds the arrow that he pulled out of her earlier and shoves it back in. No!
Me coughing. Call an ambulance.
Yes,
Not for
Alex.
me. That's one down, I guess.
Did you say something, Rolex?
Oh, no, it wasn't important.
It's important to me.
I feel like we should regroup before we.
Yes, I
taking on
think
any-
a
Yeah, we
quick
should probably,
lunch break in the tavern is in order. Also, I'd like
Yeah.
to talk to Ghost.
Yeah, right after the cold-blooded murder, let's go get some lunch.
I mean, we killed the... It's fine.
Remember the last time that we hung out in a densely populated area? It did not end well.
I mean, we killed that guy too. It's fine.
Yes, but there were many casualties. If these people
Well,
are out
as we
to get
saw
them,
earlier, that tavern doesn't have a lot of people in it lately.
true. But do you think Toledo could have warned the others that we were here?
If it works like Leoris tells other people across large distances, then we didn't see or hear him say anything about warning others.
He could have before we got to him. He may have noticed us first.
I don't think so.
I would not underestimate our opponents. Anything is a possibility.
We will rest in the tavern, but we will also be watching from all sides.
Have our guard up this time. Plus, we can probably get some more word out about what's exactly going on to the people.
Good people of this city, we have given the evil Warforged the hammer to turn them into metal bars.
We apologize for your...
days is approaching.
It was an accident. We're working on it.
We're trying to
Don't
fix
worry.
it. We've...
Recently, a bunch of assassins have come in as a sick prank and tried to kill us.
Also might have caused a few deaths at the bar, but don't worry about it.
In fact, don't think about it at all.
It's not our fault. We're the good guys.
I swear.
Also, we just murdered the master of the arena in cold blood and robbed him.
It's not our fault. We're the good guys.
Fed
was
his
evil.
body to the fucking centipede so he could never be revived.
He had tons of money on it. We're gonna use it to buy everybody around us.
Hey!
So don't none of you fucking squeal or you won't get around.
We're gonna get a shot of fucking fire, Brandy.
I am going to spend this blood money, though, on Ghost.
Okay.
Does anybody want to come with?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Who knew murder could be so lucrative?
Don't think we
Man, we should just
split up.
murder normal people. Imagine what they have.
One copper.
Man, this soul
Nice.
crush thing isn't so bad, actually.
Dude, 1 copper per peasant? That's easy money.
I mean, I should mention he does have a bag of tricks, the 10 color one.
Oh yes, bag of tricks, the best item.
No.
Oh, the Ghost has? Was that?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I'd like to go talk to Ghost now. And also shop.
I assume he walks in and sees me in the displacer cloak.
Look, we went to the arena and won it. Haha.
Hey, remember how we just talked about killing all the soul forge? Yeah, we're back from the arena.
We killed a soul forge.
We'll give you 10 guesses.
The first official kill of a soul forge.
Yeah, we've let one go. We paid one guy who we thought might be one to just not.
Just not.
Just
Pay you $100 to fuck off.
Goes like, that sounds like a reasonable investment.
And then we fed one.
Yeah.
We reformed it
I'm down.
on that one.
So, obviously, there are the bag of tricks for sale. There's still the cloak of protection. Good old classic clothes of mending. He has a few sets.
How much is the bag?
The bag of tricks, the 10 one, you say? Oh.
Oh, if that's the one that's there, I suppose.
Yes, the only one that's there. The bag of tricks 10 there would be 1,000 gold as well, my good man.
And the cloak is also 1,000?
Yep.
Okay. I shall buy one of them.
But which one?
I believe the cloak's value exceeds that of the bag.
What'd you just say?
I believe the cloak's value exceeds that of the bag.
Click, click.
Okay. Everybody take a vote. Shall I buy
draw
the
my
cloak or the bag?
Bag.
Bag?
Bag.
Bag it is. One bag, sir.
Anybody can buy a cloak of protection and use it. It takes a real man to buy the bag of tricks.
Enjoy your bag of
You'd have
tricks.
some real balls to summon those large baboons.
Extra
Okay.
allies in a fight.
Now get this right. After taking Toledo's money, my exact wealth is 1,003 gold.
Oh. My exact wealth is, like 10 platinum.
Well, now. Okay, I buy the bag.
Enjoy.
Does this come with a user manual on how to use it?
Easy enough. Just simply reach your hand in. Whatever you pull out, toss it on the ground. You'll have a creature to summon and control.
Oh, also Ghost. We discovered Toledo was in fact soul crushed, and we killed him.
Oh boy.
Sweats.
Maybe not involve me in all of your business transactions.
That is understandable.
Many people are going to be very upset even in a really tight arena.
I admit he did good work.
It is a nice closet, though.
Yeah,
No
really
guess where I got
accentuates
it.
the eyes.
Got weird tentacles.
Does feel very drow though.
It's also kind of hard to look at you.
Oh, it shouldn't have activated yet.
I cannot tell if you're
It's
standing in
warming
front
up.
of me or
No,
slightly
you're
to the
hard to
left.
look at because you're ugly.
Yeah, that's nothing to
That
do
is
with the
not what
clothes.
I meant.
That was extremely rude, Crom.
It's them thick
You wouldn't
thighs, bro.
understand. You can't see how ugly he is.
I can see his form fine.
I think you might actually be able to see someone, like a person better than you can.
And do mark down that's a tan bag of tricks.
Yes. I pulled it straight from the Roll20
Yeah, it's been
compendium.
out in the sun.
It's ironically probably one of the better ones. Honestly, one of the best ones. You get a good deal.
This is the same one Jamie has, right? In your game?
Yep.
Yeah.
You want to summon a tiger?
3 tigers.
Giant weasel? That you promptly beat the shit out of?
Yeah.
It's too dangerous for you to have these things and you start killing our pets.
XP farm.
I did not give them XP for that. It was very funny.
No, XP.
And just so I don't kill Nikolai, I think this is a good spot to stop off on from
Yeah, I was thinking that.
your next
Sounds
planned
good.
course of action.
XP.
For killing Talina.
Yeah, for killing this one dude. Who got no opportunity to fight back.
Hey, good use of hold person. Well done.
He
It
stood,
had to work eventually.
I mean, he stood up for what he believed in.
Yeah, I get it.
He sure did charm me.
I
Yeah,
respect
that shit was
I don't
fucking...
respect what he believes in. But I respect that he believed in it.
I would have laughed if that had played out where he got all 3 of you like, yeah, no, let's go, yeah, I mean, we...
Alright, let's get out of here. I believe it.
Hey, he checks out, he's cool.
It would be just Leoris confronting him. But Leoris was the one who got him with hold person anyway.
I mean, his charisma was fucking monstrous, but there was no way he was making that wisdom save.
Ironic.
He has a +6 charisma.
That's pretty good.
Fair enough.
He's a spicy boy.
Well, he was a spicy boy.
Like I said, he was.
I mean, he was very spicy at the end there when he was getting melted by acid.
A little part of me deep inside got really angry when he said that Surveyor tried to hunt dragons, and then laughed when he said the Surveyor gave up on it because they kept getting away from him. I was like, fuck him.
And each of you get 380 experience.
That's how much a prisoner that hasn't done anything is worth.
Cool.
I'm sure Cromsteel's having a real fucking hard time with this one.
Oh boy, I can't wait to do it a couple more times.
I feel like we won't get so lucky and we'll probably be facing most of them at once.
Someone tell me what our total is. Oh, there it is. Thank you.
I'm going to bed now.
That seems wrong to me.
Did you leave early yesterday and not add yesterday's XP?
No.
Because he waited a while.
Indeed it did.
That also seems wrong to me.